Welcome to the StudioGo podcast where we got three young niggas coming together, young black gentlemen, young immaculate entrepreneurs, young black immaculate entrepreneurs coming together to talk about music, to talk about albums, to talk about current events. I am Red Spade, one of the trio.
Oh, you're not going to introduce anybody. All
You
right,
didn't see me pass it off to you?
Introduce yourself.
all right, cool. I'm Quentin.
I'm Quentin. And
What's your name?
First of
Q.
all.
What happened, bro?
yeah, I
just
thought
keep it cute.
I thought your name was Q.
Like, I mean,
All right, cool.
Cause he upset you took his name. He upset you took his name.
Cool.
So-
I'll gladly take.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
right.
upset.
You right. All right, I'm
I'm
gonna
not
stick to
upset.
cute. But Quiz is your whole name though.
I got like 5 different names.
Damn, you one of them niggas?
You want to tell us the
Yo,
names?
you ever play? You ever hold up before,
Been
bro?
through
Before
many
we get into
stages
your
in my
names,
life.
you ever play like ball with somebody and like, or you ever meet somebody and like you be chilling and then they be like, or you be like, yo, what's your name? Or like you get to that part of the conversation, they be like, I don't know, like I got so many names. Somebody told me a story one time. It was like they was hooping with somebody, and then like he didn't want to tell nobody his name. And it's like, oh, I got so
That's
many.
suspect.
I'm like, that's suspect as hell. But you saying you got 5 names?
It's
though,
mad
so good.
suspect.
His name in the fucking news, like somewhere. They
Exactly.
looking for this nigga. On the one in posted.
Yo, walk around whispering to the mic. Yo,
In fact, he whisper. You
He
mad close, and you whispering.
He trying to whisper into the
I'm
ear
mad
like.
close because this is my regular voice, and if I'm close to it, then I don't gotta yell because I'm always back here and shit.
Well, that shit ain't picking up.
It's not picking up still.
It's gonna pick up when we
Nigga,
turn
your nose
it
is
up.
touching It's gotta pick up.
Shit, man. Hell. Fuck.
Well, anyway, let's get right into it. We got 2 albums that we want to run through. We got, if we make it, we got a little random segment that we gonna start. But I don't know if we're gonna get there.
Yeah, that might be next week.
That might be next week. So, what's the first album that y'all want to talk about first?
I mean, we can talk about Trippie.
Trippie's Red, Pegasus.
Trippie's red.
Trippie's Red, Trippie Red, Pegasus. Is that better for you?
Nah, that was cool.
Oh, alright.
It's a cool album.
You the biggest fan out of all 3 of us here, so
That's
we
right,
gonna
you
we
gotta
gonna
take
start
the
with
lead
you.
on that one.
We gonna start with you.
It was an awesome album. I loved it. Had a lot of fucking songs on it. It was a little intimidating. You know, you put that joint on, you just let it ride. It's a lot of stuff that was catchy. Had me singing it throughout the day and shit. I like We. What else is on there?
We.
You know, that joint was like I was surprised when I opened it up and it said like 20 something tracks. Cause you'll never see that no more. Or is it 20? How long
That shit
is
felt
it?
like homework. When I looked at it, I was like,
Honestly,
That
I put that on there like that.
the number of tracks don't really matter. It's the length. Because the longest an album can be is an hour and 30 minutes, I believe.
So I peeped.
Did it say that?
Is that true though?
I just
So,
I just read it.
It's 26 songs, and then I scrolled to the bottom and I saw it was like an hour 14. I was like, that's not bad for 26 songs.
The longest an
But-
album can be is between 120 and an hour
Are you sure about
30.
that?
Why is that?
I just learned it in my book.
Why is that?
The reason was
What about A-side, B-side albums?
I don't think those count. Because the A side is one album, B side. I think A side, B side albums count as 2 albums. Maybe.
Hold on, you might be onto something because.
What about Chris Brown's John? His John was long as shit.
All right,
Remember
I'm
that
gonna
John
pull
from a
that
minute
one
ago?
up.
How long was it though?
I'm gonna pull that one up next because the first thing I went to was Drake, the Scorpion album, but that joint is 25 songs, 1 hour 30 minutes.
Mhm.
So you might be onto something. That might be the limit. I'm gonna pull up the Chris Brown joint right now.
Cause you remember that one Chris Brown album?
Got mad tracks on it.
It went on forever.
He might have put that out independently though.
So that's some label shit
Mhm.
with the timing.
Yeah, some label shit.
But if it's on, you talking about just on
Heartbreak
Apple
on the
Music,
Full
or
Moon.
what are you referring to that it has to be an hour?
Oh yeah, hell no. See, look, Heartbreak on the Full Moon is 45 songs, 2 hours and 39 minutes.
Go to the bottom of it. It'll tell you who put it out. It'll say Warner. It'll say Sony.
2017 RCA Records, a division of Sony Music Entertainment.
Okay, so he might have some kind of agreement. Like, there's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
True. Plus, we're not gonna lie, like Chris Brown hasn't been on top of the R&B game for like forever, so he gets to move a little different.
Yeah, like I feel like when you got a certain amount of popularity, you can change your contract up. Cause like he might have a deal, a contract agreement where it's less so albums, it's more so songs or masters instead of albums. Like he needs a certain amount of masters out and not albums. So like, it all varies.
Back to this Trippie Red though. I think.
Let's go down the track list since you got your phone out, because I was gonna look at the songs.
All right. I mean, do you want to go down the ones that you all like, or you just want to go down the whole track? Yeah.
I'm gonna need your phone then. I don't feel like bringing my phone out.
Why not?
The first.
Because he already there. And he gonna say his, and then I'm gonna just take his phone.
Oh, you can take a look at that. So the first joint, Let It Out, I did like that one. I'm like.
Oh, you about to go down one at a time? All right, cool. I'm gonna just take my phone out.
Nah, I was just going down with the ones that like we actually like. I was just starting off by saying I like that one.
Oh, all right. You like intros?
Not all the time, but when people do it right, and honestly, like that joint had a nice vibe to it. It had a nice vibe to it.
Moonlight was cool.
Let It Out was good. Moonlight, I like that one a lot.
I like Love Scars. That was one of my favorites. Love Scars.
I like the album more than the song.
The album.
I like the album more than the song. The Nether, fire. So Stressed is cool. Excitement. So excited.
I'm so excited.
So excited. I say that shit every time I hear the song. Every time I hear that song. So excited.
That was
Mood.
my favorite song, bro. It made me laugh throughout the whole song.
Yeah. Like, I can't help but say it every time. It gets to that part.
You, like, every time they said it, like, you heard Kevin Hart in your head go, I'm so excited.
I'm gonna make a meme out of that shit. I'm making a meme out of that shit.
That's drawn.
Mood is fire. Chris Brown can't go wrong. Pegasus, cool.
That joint was hard.
Pegasus or We is fire as hell. Personal favorite, I don't really remember that one. But for some reason, I feel like V12 went hard.
V12 was a good vibe, at least.
Every song with
You wanna play
Future.
it real quick?
Nah, I don't think we should play. You wanna play it?
No, I'm playing. I
Oh,
can't
he's
play
playing
it.
it. Every song with Future on it was fire.
He had a couple futures.
He had 2 Future features.
Okay.
It's a tongue. Say that 3 times fast.
You said what?
Future,
Say it
feature,
again.
feature.
Say it again.
Future feature.
Say it again.
Future feature.
Say it again.
Future feature.
You did alright.
That's not 3 times fast though. Future feature 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 feature. It gets slow. The production on that one is cool. I like the production.
Yeah.
No honorable mention. Fire. Good Morning is hard. I have a personal bias towards tracks that are titled Good Morning, because Kanye West Good Morning is my second favorite song by him.
So on that note, what I'm gonna say is, which one was it?
Sleepy Hollow is my shiznit.
Sleepy Hollow is probably the best song on there.
It's cool. The production is alright.
What?
Cause when it switches to that sample, it kind of throws me off a little bit.
You mean from the sample in the beginning?
No, and throughout the beat, it switches to like a sample, and then it goes back to the Kid That Kid Go Hard. Yeah, turn that joint
That
on.
joint sound like
Kid That Kid Go Hard.
Sound like some Nile Chopper. What's the bull name that walked
Wait,
like this?
nah.
That's on
And
the shit?
NLE
that
Chopper,
LA?
or are you talking about NBA YoungBoy?
Yeah, NBA Youngboy.
I want to know where you got
It sound
Nile
like some
from
shit
though.
like-
We
'Cause
not, not about to get past that.
You got-
Yo,
alright.
hold on.
Clown segment.
It's NL, bro. It's NLE. Where'd the A come from? And then that would have been Nail, but you said nah.
Something like that.
Maybe
That's what I-
he
that's what I
said
see.
Nile. The Nile.
Nile, the
Yeah.
Nile River. That's where that name came from. Okay. He do be claiming. I be seeing he be claiming to have like powers and shit like that.
Look, Erykah Badu supports him,
He on some
so he got my support.
Joey badass type shit.
You got her perfume too, don't you?
I wish.
You see that Gucci sweat?
That Gucci
Mhm.
sweat.
What else we got? I like Kid That Kid, but when it comes to the production, I wish it kicked more, because the bass is on point.
I ain't gonna
But-
lie, I didn't make it that far in the album, so that's why I'm listening to it now.
He got
Okay.
little videos looking like
But the
You know
kick on that
Jaden
joint was
Smith?
good. Yeah.
he put out some videos on some like some 70s type.
Don goes hard.
Hold on, Kid That Kid do go hard.
Hell Rain goes hard.
That's the joint I was telling you. Sound like some drill shit.
It do.
Hell Rain is the one with Lil Wayne on it.
I'm gonna be speeding on the highway listening to this.
Don't do that. That's not.
I am.
I don't know what to call it.
Be out there driving safe.
I'm gonna say Trey 666 with Sway Lee. That's a cool song. Sway Lee is a vibe. Sway Lee definitely has his pocket and he sticks to it.
Okay.
Overall, out of 10, because I know you want to rate the albums out of 10, I give it 8.5 out of 10.
said Trey or TR?
I said Trey. I'm not gonna call it TR. I feel like that's not the right. I wouldn't. Why would I call a track TR 666? I feel like it's Trey.
Oh, it's track.
Because it's 3.
666.
Because it's
That's what
3 6.
It, is.
It could
Probably-
be track
it's probably
666.
track 666.
It could be. That makes more sense.
Yo, why do people really be like? I don't know. I just don't want to put that type of stuff in the air. Like, it's not my album and he can do what he want. But like, why do people be putting stuff like track 666 on your album?
Well, 666 gains a lot of attention because it's a demonic number.
Okay, but are you really willing to put that out into the air for the attention though?
Do you not know who Trippie Red is?
I mean, you right. You
I
fair.
don't give a fuck.
You right. That's what I'm saying. He can do what he want. I'm just saying.
Him
Because it's not like some uncommon shit for us to see something like that.
and Juice WRLD. Then they flipped the 666 and made it 999, right? I'm pretty sure that was a him and Juice WRLD thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
They did some 999 shit. So, I mean, niggas ain't afraid. I mean, depends on what you believe.
That's true too.
Ain't that right?
I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 only because all the songs weren't like banging the way I wanted it to. But like most of them were.
I'm not gonna give it a rating because I didn't listen to the whole album, and I'm not gonna disrespect them.
I respect it.
My rating would not be what y'all ratings are, so I'm gonna listen to the whole genre. Maybe that means
But
something.
so far,
Okay,
So
so
far?
far, how far are you? Because if he's like 5 tracks in, I don't want to hear no so far report.
Nah, I made it to Never Change. I listened to Never Change. I don't think I made it to Good Morning. So I was halfway through.
Never Change. How many hits do you have left to listen to? Good
One.
Morning. No honorable mention. I Got You. Red
Got You,
Red
yes.
Beam with Sean Kingston is good, and I haven't heard Sean Kingston in a
Sean
minute.
Kingston's on?
He brought Sean
Kingston is
Kingston
on
back.
this
I
one.
haven't heard this nigga's name in a minute.
John Kingston's alright. I Got You in my shit. They bust around.
He needs to
You know
listen to
what's
more of the
crazy?
tracks. I don't think he can give it a rating yet.
That's what's really crazy about music is like I haven't heard Sean Kingston in a minute either, but I bet you he been like just off in another lane getting money somewhere doing something
Yeah.
that we just wasn't aware of.
He's Jamaican, right?
Yeah, he was probably in the islands making music.
Sean Kingston is the icon of Jamaica.
It's like I ain't gonna say that he Jamaican. I don't know.
Oh,
what he
see,
is.
now you got
I
me.
ain't gonna know what he is.
All right, we don't know what he is.
Hold on,
I thought
I'll
he
look it
knew
up
what he
real
was
quick for you.
talking about.
I got you.
Sound like some type of Caribbean.
He got that type of vibe.
He do.
Trippie's album was cool. Joyner's joint. What y'all think?
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
See, that's how you know
Stop.
he like Joyner more.
No. Because I'm gonna be real
you
with
finished
you.
the
No,
Joyner joint.
listen.
That's
Because
'cause
I'm gonna be real with you. I started Trippie's joint first, and when I clicked on the first track, I was like actually surprised. I was like, yo, this joint a vibe. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna save this one for last. So I listened to Joyner's album first, and then I came back to Trippie's. I just didn't get to finish it.
All right, cool. All right.
He
Well,
is
Joyner-
an American Jamaican singer.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna continue with my statement and say Sean Kingston is the icon of Jamaica.
He was born in Miami.
Whoa.
He's an
Or
American.
at least according to Google, he was born in Miami.
I mean, Google don't lie. Most of the time. Depending on how much they get paid.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Google's still saying that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, but we ain't gonna get into that today.
I don't think Google wrote that. But anyway.
Good point.
All
Alright, let's pull up this Joyner.
So, Joyner's joint, Evolution. I think the concept from beginning to end of that album is really good.
Okay.
Because it has an actual concept. The concept was the evolution of him as a child growing up. And what he experienced is what I got from it because of the skits. His experiences as a child and how it molded him. His experiences with his father. Things of that nature.
I was a little confused. Is it his father or is it his stepfather?
Both.
So he's talking about both? Because I was like, alright, so that one song, was that Like a River? Or was that the other one?
It might be like a river. Because I know, because he
No,
references
it
his
is like a river.
because he references his father and his stepfather.
He talks
talks
like
about
a,
his stepdad first, and then he starts talking about his real dad. It felt like
Yeah, because he said at one point, he said if it was up to his real dad, he'd probably have such and such amount of baby moms and 9 bitches.
no, I don't think he said that.
He did say that.
He said
I was listening to that shit on the
it wasn't
highway.
for his
was that the
stepdad.
same song that he said something about him not working, going to work and like
Hitting the bone. Yeah.
That was like a river. That was like a river.
He said if it wasn't for my stepdad, I'd probably be with 9 bitches and all that other shit.
We gonna listen after the podcast and find out.
That's what he said. I'm trying to tell you.
You might be right. We gonna find out though. Not right now.
Um,
Fall Slowly, I knew about that song before this album came out. The music video is really good. Him and Ashanti are getting really close. I think they're dating. They might be an item. He sucked on her tongue in the video. So they're I mean, look, they both single as far as I know. So you can do anything you want when you single. Anything goes. So
can we stop and have an Ashanti appreciation moment for a second?
Look, how about we dedicate the next podcast to Ashanti?
Bro, we could though.
We not gonna do that.
Ashanti bad as shit. How old is Ashanti right now?
You got the phone right
Ashanti
there. You got the computer right in your hand.
You're right. Hold on. Bruh.
Hey Siri. How old is Ashanti?
Ashanti is 40 years old.
She's 40. We found out at the same exact time.
Black don't crack.
She has a really strict workout program from what I've seen.
I bet she does.
Yeah. Ashanti, if you out there, why should I be careful?
Yo, alright, hold on. Real quick, before we get off of this. Because I know you've thought about this before.
Am I going to get in trouble?
Maybe. I don't give a fuck, though. Deal with it.
All right, cool.
Top five.
Dead or alive? Best pussy?
No. Top 5 girls that you wish or that you hope are still available by the time that you on in the industry, so you could talk to them. All right, you know how I know role models. J. Cole was like my biggest regret is I never got like me along such and such.
Yeah.
What's your top 5?
Top 5.
What's your top 5?
Top 5 industry women.
Just do 2.
Top 2.
Top 2.
Top 3. 5, 2, 3.
3.
3.
Just do 3.
All right, so I'm gonna go with.
I know who.
So
one
right now.
Right now.
So right now things have drastically changed. Her is definitely in my top 3.
Really?
She took off them glasses.
Her is she is beautiful, bro.
She probably took off them big ass glasses.
She is gorgeous.
She is
talking about black don't crack. So her. I've been peeping Doja Cat a lot lately.
Bruh.
And
I don't respect your list no more.
Doja Cat looks really good to me, but I'm gonna replace. Well, I was talking about observations. I've been looking at Doja Cat lately. That don't mean she in my top 3.
Okay, all right, cool.
Anyway, so we're gonna have her probably in my top. She's in my top 10.
Okay.
So I said her. Janae Aiko got to go in
I
there.
knew it. I thought she was gonna be number 1. Nah,
I didn't even say the numbers. I just said my top 3.
Okay. I'm gonna give you what I thought your ranking was gonna be.
All right, hold on. I didn't get my third one yet. Her, Janae Aiko, and let me see. If I really got to think about it. I don't really know what the third one would be.
I thought you was gonna go. You know who the third one would be, because it was gonna be my number 1 for you.
Who?
Damn, that's almost disrespectful.
Who?
I thought you was gonna say SZA, Janae, and then surprise, and I didn't know who you was gonna say at 3. So I just thought that was gonna be a top 2, and then you throw somebody in at 3.
SZA definitely deserves to be in there.
You just disrespect. That was your.
Nah, because I saw her a lot at one point, and I was listening to her album and her music a lot at that point. It's been a minute since she put something out, and I know she just put out that single, but it's not Babylon. Babylon will forever be my favorite SZA song.
I guess
But yes, SZA definitely. I apologize, SZA. I hope you can forgive me.
Nah, now even when you get on, she not gonna be fucking with you. So it's
Oh,
cool.
she got no choice.
I would
She got no choice.
honestly, yo, I feel like Janae number 1. I would say
Her is really beautiful.
I'm surprised you ain't pick Meg.
I feel like her would dog me. Nah, Meg don't go in my top 3.
I remember you and Dice was on something like.
No.
Meg is bad as shit.
Dice was saying Meg was bad as shit. You said she's not all that, and I said, bro, she's pretty. Like you were really trying to downplay her. Meg doesn't deserve to be downplayed. She's a good looking woman. That's all I'm saying.
Meg, I think, is actually one of the first people that one of the first girls that I saw that I honestly thought looked better without makeup. And she actually, one of the first girls that I saw that knew how to do makeup that I thought like actually looked better in general without makeup. Like the first time I saw Meg without makeup, I was like, damn, she pretty as shit.
I know what you mean. I seen that picture too. She was like next to a pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Why you laugh? Thought I was capping.
You said I seen that picture too. I was like, damn, we know one picture. Now you said that shit. I was like, oh shit, that was one picture. But where was we at before we got onto the Ashanti thing? Joyner's album.
Come on and give his top 3.
Oh yeah, what's your top 3?
Man.
He was in the middle of it.
Gwen Stefani.
Fuck out of here.
I would put Ashanti in there. Janae, Ashanti.
Ella May.
She's
cute.
pretty.
She cute.
She's pretty.
I would have said her. I don't want to pick her.
This nigga love being different. You know her got to go on there.
Nah, nigga, I gotta pick somebody else.
Her, I thought about you first. I don't want to call her her. I want to know her real name. I don't want to call her her.
That's her name. You know, there's a dude named him.
Yeah, and it was very smart marketing. That move was smart as
Do you
hell.
feel like
He
that's-
responded to all her tracks from a male's perspective. I feel like that's smart. He does something different now. He doesn't do it no
He
more.
sounds really good too. I didn't listen.
He does sound good. I checked him out. He sounds good. Yes, sir. So we got.
Shit from my type thing. I don't.
But you ain't even give it.
Honestly,
I said Janae and Ella May. I don't have a third.
I don't even. Honestly, I don't.
Drop finish it for you, Georgia Smith.
Oh, fuck with her. I do fuck with her. I do fuck with her.
There you go. I finished it for you.
Damn.
But anyway, so Joyner's album still.
Yeah.
All right, so we gonna talk about our favorite tracks.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see. On This Way
It was tough.
is fire. Games versus hard. Joiners is hard. Straight Like That is hard.
Yeah. Straight Like That was hard.
Legend
You ain't like Zim Zimmer?
and Like a
I was about to
River.
say, hold on. Are we gonna skip over Snitch? Because I do think that was a good track.
It's a cool track, but it doesn't woo me.
I
When
think
I
I'm
see
back
that
to it.
title, I know what to expect.
Okay, but then I feel like we back on the conversation we was having earlier, and that's what I was about to say. Regardless of what we was talking about earlier, and like what may be going on in like music right now, I do like the content of that track.
His is definitely probably the best Stop Snitching song I've heard so far.
I like that Telltale skit. That's Jones. Funny as hell.
That
Yeah,
one was
more
funny.
teachers need to start saying that.
What?
Zim Zimmer is good, but it's just I know where it comes from, so it doesn't woo me too much.
Where's it
What you
come
mean?
from?
Zim Zimmer, who got the keys to my bimmer? It's an actual song.
That sounds
I do
familiar
know
as
that.
shit.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying like, you're saying because you know where it's from, it doesn't woo you. A lot of songs do that.
I know, but still because I know where it's from. Like it's just it's a certain way you can go about it. Like it's not trash. It's not a trash song at all. But I know when certain people reference other tracks or when certain people use samples, it really depends on how you flip it. Since he said it in the hook, I was like, all right, that's cool. But if it was like the actual sample, which probably was the original intention, the sample probably got turned down. I feel like it would have been better.
The problem was really good.
The problem, I would have to remember that one.
Legend, Like a River,
Turn it
is
down. I got you.
finishing
I don't care, I'm
my
gonna listen
list.
to it. You said Legend.
So-
Legend was hard. Like a River was definitely hard.
Everything that caught my attention. Evolution, On This
Like
Way,
Ross's verse.
Straight
Alright.
Like That, Fall Slowly,
I do
Legend
think,
and Like a River.
I do think Ross's verse left a little something to be desired there. I don't think that's the best Ross verse that we've heard.
I mean, it kind of sounded like all his other verses. If we going to keep it a beam.
I don't think it do though.
It kind of do, but I was expecting something different.
I mean, the vibe that I got off of it was just kind of like that. He just wrote something like for the album. But like, you know how people like place more attention on something. Like if this would have been a Drake album, he probably would have came with a better verse. I'm gonna put it like that.
Damn, so you think he ain't put no respect on Joyner's name?
I wasn't gonna say all that.
That's what
See,
you
look,
said.
that's what you saying.
That's what you saying.
No, that's what you said. I said that sometimes niggas play up to their competition.
So what you saying is Joyner don't give Ross no competition.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
He said
is
he
what I said.
he said he
Y'all
went
can run the
he
tape
went to
back and
he,
hear what I said.
he went to his phone. He went through the notes. He scrolled all the way down to last year's verses he wrote, and he was like, "This won't work." Is that what you saying? I think that's what you saying.
That's what artists do. That's what y'all do when y'all don't fuck with somebody. You be like, "Yo, bro, let's collab. I need a verse." But all right, I got you.
Not when we don't fuck with nobody, but I have done it.
Damn.
I have definitely done it once or twice.
Did you fuck with that person?
Yeah, but it's not really the person. It's more so what they're bringing. Cause if you bring me content that, like, that was before I started turning down tracks when people reached out to me. By the way,
Like when
So-
you was just taking whatever.
I was just taking whatever. I would go to my old verses and shit. But now if I don't feel the track and if like I don't have nothing current that I've written that won't work, I'll turn the track down and say this isn't for me.
Got you. All right, so rating out of 10, I'll probably give it an 8. I give it an 8.
8.5.
I give it a cool 7.
I will say though, I'm not gonna lie, I am probably partially biased because the whole time I was listening to it, it was hard for me not to compare it to the 2017 album he dropped with the phone number,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my favorite Joyner album. It was hard. It was like, I don't know. I kept comparing it back to that one. I was just like,
We was
it
talking
don't
about
match
his
up.
dick and shit, like the disease, John.
I'm gonna
That
bump.
track was on there. That track was on there.
I'm gonna push
Go on,
Trippie.
go
I'm gonna push Trippie up to a 9.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna go back and listen to the whole thing because y'all really saying that, John. All right.
Cause I'm considering more, and the quality of Trippie's is more so of an industry standard
Okay.
than Joyner's.
I can see that. Like the sound to it.
Yeah.
He had so many different like styles in there. Like he had that drill shit.
So
He had that emo rap, that fucking Juice WRLD type shit going on.
I don't think either one of these dudes, and I think this plays into what you were saying. I don't think either one of them, like hooked up with one producer for the album. Kind of like we've been seeing with the last couple albums. Like Benny, he had Hit Boy do his whole joint. Hit Boy did all the Nas's
I
joint,
wouldn't say the whole thing.
except for like maybe one track. Nah, Hit Boy did like the whole thing.
I'm about to double check for you. You can keep talking.
But I don't know. I feel like with Trippie's, like that's probably actually better for him because then he gets like a wide range of sounds, like what you was just saying, and he could do a bunch of different stuff. But for most artists, I kind of feel like locking in, or maybe it just depends on who you are. But like the Metro Boomin and 21 Savage connection, I feel like that does help a lot of people when you just lock in with one artist and producer. You
That's
can
what
get
they
that same
recommend.
sound.
That's what they recommend, but sometimes it's hard to do that. Like I know me and He's did a whole project together. It's definitely better when you're working with one producer, but sometimes things happen and you got to work with more than one producer. Sometimes you're working on a project and you network and you talk to people. You might be in the studio with somebody, or you might come across a producer that sends you something. And you're like, I like that. It'll
Can't
fit.
be afraid to experiment.
Right.
It'll fit on my project, and it's not really experimenting. Like if their sound fits what you're working on,
I'm talking about with different people, like with different producers and shit.
well, in the same project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
It
don't-
depends on
I
it depends
don't
on
think
what you're doing. It's not really an experimentation thing. It's more so a one. If we being real, it's a label thing. So because
up.
because the producers need their royalties. Some producers get more royalties. Some producers are part of different labels, and you have to sign the contracts to work together if you're on different labels. Like it's a whole bunch of loops you have to jump through. Yeah, like if two artists want to come together on a track, say Jay-Z's Rock Nation and who is on any other artist. Jay-Z who's on Rock Nation and some artist that's on Rock Nation is under Def Jam, and Def Jam is under Sony, I believe. So say he wants to do a song with somebody that's under RCA or something like that.
Chris Brown. Because we just found like his last joint was on RCA, so let's just.
All
say
right,
that.
cool. And I'm pretty sure RCA is not under Sony, or not
I
under.
know it is under Sony, but
under,
it's not under. Whatever. We just
all
gonna
right,
say it works.
yeah. Let's just say they're on 2 different labels. So basically, what's gonna happen is they need for the song to be recorded before they can even record. Both the labels need to come together and they need to sign a contract to allow that to happen before they can even record and put that song out.
That's kind of drama.
So it's a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch of bullshit.
Do you feel like that's the actual order of events though, or do you think artists like link up and make a track and deal with the legal bullshit later?
Yeah, just like any other thing, you go under the radar with certain
Right.
things.
Okay.
But you can't.
That's a whole lot for me to be like, hey yo, we should like work something out and be like, all right, cool. My team gotta figure this shit out first before you know what I'm saying. Especially since dudes be on the go, like they really be having busy lifestyles. They probably more settled down now that we in a pandemic. But like before, like you might be on tour one day in New York and then the next week you be like in California. So like by the time they figure out the legal stuff, you done missed your chance.
But best believe if they put that shit out without going to their label first, it's gonna be a big problem. The label will most definitely make that shit a pain in their ass. So like,
why can't you just record it and then get the stuff together?
I'm pretty sure you can. That's what we were just talking about. They most likely do that. But the way that it's supposed to go is the label has to approve it first.
There's probably so much music out there that's like unreleased that we'll never hear. It's
Probably.
fire as
It
shit
definitely
just because
is.
of some
Most
paperwork
definitely.
bullshit.
Future has mad songs. You know, like there's niggas that passed away that have mad songs. Like there's nobody's whole catalog gets put out. No, cause like that's all they do is make music.
Which is good and bad.
Yeah.
But, all right. So I mean, look. What's the next album we finna talk about? Cause I know the next album I want to talk about. Cause I just found out it dropped the other day.
What album?
Reasons.
Reason dropped the album?
That's what I said. I was listening to the
Cause the only reason I listened to these 2 albums is because it was dropped in the group chat of what to listen to. Lately, I've been listening to old school
New
shit.
Beginnings.
I've been listening to old shit, so I haven't really been paying attention to the new shit that comes out. I've been listening to Pac and Biggie and Mary J. Blige and shit, and studying them niggas.
Been going back.
I've been going way back.
All right, we gonna talk about New Beginnings on the next one.
Yeah, I'll listen to that. Put that in the group chat.
I got you.
Excuse me.
But for today,
Real nigga shit.
what makes a real nigga though?
What makes a real nigga is ending this podcast on time, because it's cutting close.
You right.
Alright, so you want to finish it up?
What makes a real nigga?
No, I'm saying
Nah,
you just finish it.
Oh, alright. Peace.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart falling apart. Look at my heart, yeah, yeah. Look at my heart falling apart. Look at my heart, yeah, yeah. Look at my heart falling apart. Look at my heart, yeah, yeah. Look at my heart falling apart. Look at my heart, yeah.
Look at my heart, I'm falling apart. You sleeping on me, I slip in the dark. If loving on me is playing a part, I'm willing you jada, let's play fair. Never want you to know the intricacies of my soul dates. I see more of your phone late. Text me feeling so cold, fiending for you to see me. Yeah, it's the meaning, the reasons to keep me secret. Got me wondering if I've been a victim of your lies. And I know you improvise, but can't fall for no disguise. If I'm your piece, I'll stay in the holster. If you the earth, then I'm your solar, pulling you closer. Hope I don't burn you like toast. Girl, you my baby, but they push you around like a stroller. Piece off the floor, then it's over. Thought I had told you, you just gotta think for yourself. It's in your mental, they taking advantage of strengths and your issues. I'm staring, my heart keep on tearing like tissues.
Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart falling apart. Look at my heart, yeah, yeah. Look at my heart falling apart. Look at my heart, yeah, yeah. Look at my heart falling apart. Look at my heart, yeah, yeah. Look at my heart falling apart. Look at my heart, yeah. Look at my heart, cold and it's dark. When we apart, I'm lonely. You was my best friend, ride or die, yeah. You was my homie. Everyone treated me phony. Women, they come and they go. You been around from the jump. Calling the other one's hoes. I suppose we can make it all official, yeah. I suppose I can let you know I miss you, yeah. Showing my heart, please don't break it all to pieces, yeah. Chocolate skin, you my favorite like a Reese's, yeah. You making your mark, you held me at gunpoint from my heart and you took it. Waited till after dark to steal it back, but I seen the way you was looking. Set me up like I'm a crook and sentence my life away. I got a price to pay, but I just got to say, look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me. Look at my heart and how you took it all away from me.